Hey you guys, Sean with Go Gloves here, and in today's video I'll be showing you my entire glove collection. Alright y'all, it's really good to be back. I know I took a little bit of a break there, but just been super busy with school, honestly, and then I got to take a little trip to Georgia, which is actually where I got this really cool hat from Baseballism in Atlanta. They have a store right outside the stadium that we went to. They honestly have a really cool entire space outside that stadium. I know it's relatively new and everything, but I'm kind of bummed that I forgot to bring my camera, or else I would have vlogged everything and it would have been some other great content for the channel. But honestly, all our plans kind of just came together in the last minute, so I really wish I got to vlog it, but definitely next time I'm in Atlanta, because I will be there a lot more in the future. Hopefully I'll be going to school next to Atlanta, so that should be a great space for me to vlog and make some other content for you guys. There's some awesome baseball stores in Atlanta as well that I got to go to, but although I didn't get to vlog there, I have an awesome video for you guys today. As you got to see already by the intro, I'll be showing you my entire glove collection, and it's been almost 1 year since I released my very first glove collection, which also happened to be the very first video on this channel. So I just want to thank you guys so much, because we're approaching 2,000 subs in the first year of my channel, which is really crazy to think of. I couldn't even imagine 2,000 people. So again, I want to thank you guys for your support, watching the videos, DMing me, commenting, and all that stuff, because it really helps me keep going and making these videos, and knowing that you guys like the content that I'm putting out really helps me keep going. So thank you guys so much, and again, I'll be having some really cool stuff upcoming this year, so keep watching. Make sure you subscribe if you like the videos, and if you're actually new to the channel, I'll be showing you all my baseball gloves today, which is basically what my entire channel revolves around and everything like that. So I'll be showing you some really cool gloves today. A lot of the stuff that I have is pretty rare and limited edition, so not stuff you're gonna see in your regular sporting goods store. And like I said, if you're watching this video on the release date, which is exactly 1 year after my 2020 glove collection video, I have all of the gloves still from that video, so I'll be going through those, as well as the new gloves I picked up over this year. Hopefully that'll make it easier to anyone that hasn't watched that video before. I'll just put all the gloves into this one video, which is 12 gloves now. So we had 7 last year, and now I've added 5 more. And I've actually filled up the shelves behind me, which I got from IKEA, and they're really awesome for displaying things. I've seen people display sneakers, and I put my gloves on here and they all fit great, but I'm kind of running out of shelf space. I have another cabinet behind me, so hopefully I won't run out of any room soon. I'm not planning on picking up any gloves at the moment. Who knows, that's always changing. They're always putting out new gloves that I love. But with that being said, let's get on with the first glove in my collection. So first I'm gonna be starting with the gloves that I've already done in my previous glove collection video. The glove that I'm starting with today is my Wilson A2000 17-16 glove of the month. Now, if you don't know what the glove of the month is from Wilson, basically they release a limited edition glove every month, just like it says, and usually they have some special features and stuff on this. This one is really just a blonde and black colorway 17-16, which is actually a really nice infield pattern that I like. It has a nice thumb to pinky close on it, and then the web is also really cool. It's a traditional single post web, but actually has a leather strip that kind of spirals around it instead of just a regular single post web. It gives it a little bit of a unique and nice touch, which I really like on there. The colorway is pretty plain, but blonde and black really is never a bad choice in your gloves. And also, this glove is one of the few ones I have broken in. You can see the break in here with a nice almost thumb to pinky close. I do go 2 in the pinky on all of my gloves, except for catcher's mitts. I do go traditional in those. I don't have any catcher's mitts, but I did play catcher in high school, and growing up I used to be a catcher, so I don't go 2 in the pinky on those. But all my infield gloves I do go 2 in the pinky, so it gives me a better pocket. And if you guys have any questions about 2 in the pinky versus traditional, definitely DM me on Instagram. I get a ton of questions about that and the differences in that, so definitely if you have a question, let me know. And the last thing about this glove, which I know a ton of people ask, is like, how rare is it? How many are made? And Wilson doesn't actually specify how many glove of the months are made, but just estimating around how many dealers and how many gloves each dealer gets, I'd have to say it's around 200 to 300. Again, I'm not exactly sure, but I would say it's a good ballpark estimate for this. All right, glove number 2 in the collection is definitely a fan favorite. I've had this one for a while and I got an extremely good deal on it. One of the most unique gloves in the collection, and that's this Wilson A2000 Pancake Trainer. If you guys know Wilson and A2000s, you know that they don't actually sell a Pancake Trainer to the public, so this glove is pro issued. It has been through the Cincinnati Reds organization. You can see on the back even it has the name Jags written on the wrist. And what I've been told from the eBay seller that I got it from is that that is the nickname of one of the players in their organization. It's definitely cool to know where the glove came from. It's one of the few gloves that have a really cool backstory behind it. You can see it is a little bit worn in the palm right here, but I think it gives it some nice character. And if any of you are out there wondering like what a Pancake glove is, basically it's an infield training glove, and it helps you use your hands because you obviously can't squeeze this or really catch a ball with it. So it makes you use both of your hands to catch the ball. It's great for transitions, ground balls, and everything like that. Again, I haven't used it a ton because I'm not an infielder and I don't even play baseball anymore, but it's definitely a cool piece I'll be keeping in my collection for a very long time. I'm super glad to have it, and hopefully Wilson will put out some Pancake trainers in the future because they're definitely something cool that I would love to get a custom one of for myself. Okay, and the next glove in my collection is the only college issued glove that I have, and it's really special to me because it's this Nike Pro Gold Tradition University of Georgia issued. It's a really cool glove to me because I will be transferring to the University of Georgia in the fall, so a really special glove to have because it's from the college that I'll be going to, and it is a Nike glove. And although UGA has a Wilson contract now, it's still a really cool glove to have. It has Bulldog baseball on the side here along with the UGA logo on the thumb, which is weird because it's tilted vertically, and usually you see it sideways. Like if the glove was sitting face down such as this, you'd see it the right way. So definitely a unique thing right there. And then on the inside you have this deerskin palm liner. Nike actually doesn't even make this series of glove anymore, but for it being an older model, it's definitely really nice. It has some really cool inscriptions on it, and it has really good craftsmanship. Of course I'm gonna like it because it's from the college I'll be going to. But I actually do get a lot of questions about this glove. If you guys are ever looking for a college issue glove, I know you can find them on eBay and Sideline Swap and other places like that. Sometimes you'll get lucky if you contact a player and they don't want their old glove. To be honest, a lot of the gloves that I find that are rare and unique and maybe college issued, it's really just a ton of luck and the times that I'm on the app and a new glove has just been posted. But definitely in the future I'll be wanting to get a Wilson from UGA. That would be really cool to have at least a current glove with the company that you're using. And also you'll see as I continue with this video, Wilson is one of my favorite brands for gloves, so that would be really cool to have one from the college that I'm going to. And with that being said, now the next glove is a little different from the Georgia glove, and it's from my home state, which is this Wilson A2000 Texas edition. Being from my home state of Texas, this glove is really cool. Has some personal features on it like this Texas outline in the palm, and then has a Texas flag on the thumb. Really awesome colorway as well. The blonde and the red and the navy just go awesome together. This is also a 1 of 72. It came in a set along with a snakeskin glove. I had both of them at one point and then I sold the snakeskin. But this glove definitely catches some eyes whenever I post it on my TikTok or my Instagram. And I gotta say, if I ever got back into playing or was a middle infielder, this would definitely be my glove of choice. I also love the super skin on here, really nice. And I honestly don't know if I would change anything about this glove. The whole appearance of it is just fantastic. So again, will be definitely staying in my collection for a very long time, and hopefully I get to use it sometime. I know a lot of people like to keep their gloves nice and clean, and you'll see a lot of mine still have tags on them. Just don't really have any use for the gloves right now, but again, in the future I would love to get to use all of my gloves. But now moving along to another one of my favorites, and I have to say pretty much all of my gloves are my favorite. It's definitely really hard to pick. It's like a mother choosing their own kid or which one's their favorite. Like, I just can't do that. But this one is another Wilson A2000 1786. If you guys can't tell, this whole shelf is filled up with 1786s. It's my favorite model by far, and this one is from the 2019 College World Series. It's the Sheriff model. There's only 18 of this glove made, and probably the most striking thing about this glove right away is the vintage tan colorway all the way around, and then you do have the nice comfort sleeve in the palm. So what Wilson does at the College World Series is it kind of tease a little bit of a prototype with their gloves and some of the different features, and one of those is the comfort liner as well as the comfort pinky sleeve, which just released on all of their stock models in 2021. However, like I said, this glove is from 2019, so it is really cool to get a limited edition glove and have some of those prototype features that you don't see on the gloves that have released so far. And along with the comfort liner, one other thing from Wilson that we haven't seen very much of, again, is the stamped logos on here. So all the Wilson logos as well as the A2000 logo are stamped and then dyed black to give it a little bit of pop. I haven't seen many other gloves with the stamped logos like this besides some other College World Series gloves and maybe one other exclusive. And the last thing about this glove that I thought was really cool was instead of it being stamped a 1786, it's stamped a CW86 for the College World Series. I know that's something probably not many people care about, but to me it's cool and I definitely notice it. So definitely happy to have that on the glove, and such a cool limited edition one as well. All right, the next glove is the second to last glove that I had in my last glove collection video, and that is this Wilson A2000 1786 Instagram exclusive. Wilson has released a few sets of their Instagram exclusive, and I have 2 of them in my collection. The very first one, and I think this was the second one to ever release. It has snakeskin all over it besides the palm and then the binding and laces, of course. I have to say I've had a really hard time finding any bad picture that I take of this glove. It's really just so photogenic. I think the black and saddle tan and blonde really goes well together. Again, I'm a huge fan of black and blonde, but then adding that saddle tan, and especially with the snakeskin for some texture, I think it looks really nice. Just like my Texas edition, if I had to game a glove, I think this one would be right up there with the other one. Definitely one of my favorites. Like I say, pretty much all my gloves are my favorites, but this one is definitely at the top if I had to make a list. At one point, I actually had a Wilson hoodie that matched the labels perfectly on this. It was really cool, but just a little bit too small for me, so unfortunately I don't have it anymore, but it definitely made for some cool pictures while I had it. And for anyone wondering how many of these gloves there are out there, this is a 1 of 24. I get a ton of people looking for this glove and asking me where they can get it. It is a 1 of 24, so it's gonna be really hard to find. Obviously, it's been sold out. I've had this for over a year now. Like I said earlier, with the college edition gloves and a lot of these rare items, you're gonna have to have a lot of luck and some persistence if you're looking on eBay or Sideline Swap or any of these sites. You can look on Instagram at collectors, but a lot of them, like me, don't really want to be bothered with selling their gloves. Overall, I have to say Wilson killed it with this glove. Pretty much a 10 out of 10 in my collection. Okay, and the final glove that you guys saw in my previous glove collection video, another 1786, but this one is an A2K 1786. This is a Wilson Premier exclusive, so again, I don't know exactly how many were made. I would guess around 10 to 15 in total. I haven't seen a ton of them out there, and since that first glove collection video, I've had the chance to break this glove in. I kept telling myself that if I got into UGA, which was my dream school, and this glove matches perfectly with their colors, that if I got in, I would get to break this glove in. So finally, I'm super excited because while I'm there, I'll definitely at least need to play catch or do some other stuff. So I'm obviously super excited to break this one in finally. It has a perfect form if you ask me. And one of the really cool things about this glove, besides the awesome colorway, is that it has pro issued stamping in it. So if you look on the inside, it has 1786, but then next to it, it should have the size, but except on pro issues, it has the size stamp on the inside of the thumb. Basically, pro issue gloves are gloves that are maybe given to professional players at spring training, and really that just means there's different colorways and a little bit more attention paid to them, so they're gonna be higher quality. And unfortunately, not each pro issued stamped glove is going to be handled by a professional player. A lot of them get out onto the open market, but it's still really cool and a nice feature to have on here. Again, not many people would notice it, kind of like the College World Series issue glove with the CW86, but for me, it's a really cool and unique feature to have on my gloves, and I definitely know I'll have one of the only pro issue gloves if I'm playing with any of my friends or anything. I have one of the coolest gloves out there, so it's really cool and special to have. And finally, getting into some gloves I've gotten in this past year, which have been 5 gloves. I kind of went ham this year on getting some new gloves, and fortunately I've gotten to show you guys a lot of them. And now this one I've made a few videos on, and it's my first custom glove, which is my 44 Pro. I've gotten a ton of love from this glove. I got to talk to Benny Miller, which is one of the guys at 44, about this glove, and he actually remembered shipping my glove and handling it, which was really cool. I also saw that 44 reposted someone with an exact replica of this glove, which is also really cool to see that I'm kind of inspiring you guys to get 44s or follow in the footsteps of my designing. That's something really cool, even though my glove now isn't maybe such as unique to me, because there are exact replicas of it out there pretty much, but I still think it's really cool, and it doesn't change anything about how special this glove is to me, being my first custom, and I have my channel on there. It's just really cool to have, and I have some other special features. If you guys want to check out pretty much everything else that's really cool about this glove, you can look at my review video as well as my unboxing. Both videos are really awesome to have, especially if you're looking to get a 44 in the future. Finally getting into it, this is my Rawlings Pro Preferred Pro 204 pattern. I know there's another glove that looks very much like it, which is the Titan. However, that one is actually stamped Pro Titan and it has some other features on it. But personally, I like this one better. It's just as limited as the Titan, I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly how many are made of each, but I know both are very limited, and this one has some other features on it that I actually like better than the Titan. To start off, it does have a black speed shell on the back, which I think is a very nice feature, sort of like a comparable to Super Skin for Wilson. I really like the texture on it. It's really smooth, but also gives it some lightweight design on there. The other feature I really like is the hand-sewn welting on the thumb and pinky. Basically, the hand-sewn welting is just another way to give it some more quality and unique texture on there. You don't see hand-sewn welting on very many gloves, and most of the time it's on limited edition gloves. So basically it's just a really cool thing to have, and I know if you want to get it done aftermarket, it's really expensive to do, so to have it on the glove as it comes from the factory, it's really something awesome to have on there. And the last awesome thing about this glove is the foil stamping in the palm. I know a ton of people like that, and usually it fades after you use it for a little bit, but obviously this one is pretty new. It's been on the shelf for most of its life, so that foil has hung in there for a long time. And again, I hope to use this glove in the future. I don't get to use a lot of my gloves, which is a shame, but this one is really awesome and definitely a fan favorite from a lot of my friends and all the DMs and comments I get. But anyway, this one is definitely going to be staying in the collection for a very long time. Okay, and sticking with Rawlings, this is my newest pickup, and it's this Rawlings Heart of the Hide Pro 303, and this glove was actually given to me by my friend Jaden at Peace and Love Gloves on Instagram. Go check him out. I can't thank him enough for this glove. My first Heart of the Hide as well as outfield glove in my collection. It has mesh on the back as well as very nice timber glazed leather. It is probably one of the nicest leather colors once you break it in, because there's all those oils in there, and as you use it, it fades and wears in really nice for a great patina. And I have to say, I definitely got lucky because Jaden picked the perfect glove. Like you saw with my 44, it's a very similar colorway, and this glove's also broken in, so perfect to have whenever I want to play catch. Again, I love this glove so much, I will never have it leave the collection. Just for the meaning of it by itself, and as well as the amazing colorway. I love everything about this glove. But for now, I'm heading back to Wilson for the second to last glove in my collection, another 1786, my favorite design out there, and that's this USA Edition Country Pride. This one was an online release from Wilson a few months ago, and I think they released it with about 7 other countries. Don't exactly quote me on that. I don't know how many specifically. I'm guessing that these gloves were supposed to come out for the World Baseball Classic in 2020, but that whole thing kind of got delayed and ruined because of COVID. But anyways, I'm still really happy that these gloves came out. I think this one is really fire. I made its own video for it, so if you guys want to check out my A2000 unboxing video of this, it's definitely a banger. My favorite parts about this glove is definitely the red and navy stripes on the back, as well as the really cool thumb stitching here with the USA flag stitched onto the Wilson logo. I think that was a really awesome touch, and hopefully we can see some other stitching capabilities in the future from Wilson. I know they're always working on really cool stuff over there, and I think this was a huge step in the future for some really cool things. Okay, and finally, the very last glove in my collection, the Wilson A2000 1786 Instagram exclusive, the very first Instagram exclusive. And this glove could not look any better with the white super skin, the gray snakeskin, and the red accents. One other glove that I might have to break in because it does perfectly match the colors for the University of Georgia. I also got some crazy pictures of this a couple months ago when it snowed in Texas and Texas basically froze over. The only good part about that freeze was we got some snow and I got to take some fire glove pictures with this icy white looking glove. So if you guys want to check those out, make sure you go follow my Instagram at @GoatGloves. But anyways, like the other Instagram exclusive, I believe there's about 24 of this one made. Super lucky to have it. I picked it up on eBay. I really like this colorway a lot, and I especially like the logos on here with the white ovals and then the red pop on there. For the Wilson and A2000 logos, I think it looks really nice. And guys, with that being said, this is the last glove in my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely be adding some gloves in the future. So if you guys like the gloves I have, I'll be talking about them and showing them off again in more videos. If you have any other video requests, I definitely need some. I always want to make videos that entertain you guys, so definitely DM me on Instagram, drop a comment down below and all that good stuff. And again, having this channel for 1 year and we're almost at 2,000 subs, it's just so incredible, so thank you guys for the continuous support. Truly, none of this would be possible without you guys. And again, I do try to post as often as possible on here, and sometimes life just gets a little busy, so if you do want to keep up with me and see some more fire pics of these gloves, check out my Instagram @GoatGloves or follow the link in the description down below. Also, if you're really into gloves like me and want to check out some talk with other glove collectors and people in the baseball world, check out my podcast. It's called Spittin' Seeds. You can find it on my page. And with that being said, that is all I have for today's video. Again, I have a ton of really awesome stuff coming out in this next year, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss any new uploads. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.